Hey guys, this is Eli, and welcome back to another episode on the Existence server. I hope everyone is doing really well. Now, I just wanted to begin the episode today by giving a massive thank you to all of the love and support I received on the last episode. That was, of course, the episode where we were building our townhouse in the town area, just behind these mountains. And if we just actually fly over there just to take a look, you guys absolutely loved it. You know, I got some really nice comments about this new townhouse, and I believe somebody even said it was the best modern contemporary townhouse they'd seen on YouTube, which, I mean, that's a super nice comment. I probably wouldn't go as far as saying it was the best on YouTube, but I am very happy with this design. I do think it looks really cool and definitely has a place on the server. If we just try and do an elegant landing here, there we go. Yeah, this thing looks really sweet, and I'm very excited to be building on the inside, and of course building the monorail station, which we're gonna have to take care of. I think we'll need a little bit of fancy redstone in there where we can have some kind of, you know, train track that comes out, and we'll be, you know, standing on pressure plates, getting these minecarts to appear and getting them to launch over to our base area. So I think that is going to be very cool when it's done. I don't know if we're going to get around to doing that in today's episode. We do have a few other projects in mind, so I don't know if it's going to happen, but hopefully it will do. And of course, if you didn't guess it already, the E, of course, stands for Eli. I'm pretty sure that's very obvious, but if you didn't know that, that's what it is. Without wasting any more time, I want to get started right away on today's episode, and there's one project in mind that I want to take care of, which I've been meaning to do since day number 1 of the launch of the server. Now, those of you who follow my channel will know that I absolutely love building with iron blocks. To me, iron blocks is just that perfect block when you're going to do redstone stuff. It's very industrial, it's very electronic, and it's, you know, it's really good for laying down redstone components. Whenever I see an iron block, I know that it's going to have a purpose, it's very important, and I know that I can't just knock it down. So of course, in order to do iron blocks, you need to have a lot of iron. We don't really have that much at all. I mean, we have just under 4 stacks of iron, which of course translates to, I think that's less than half a stack of iron blocks. That is not a lot at all. Now, I know eventually there's probably going to be some kind of fancy iron titan, iron phoenix, whatever it is, over in the spawn chunks, and that's probably going to generate a ton of iron for everyone, you know, all of our iron needs on the server. But that may take some time to be built. I don't know who's actually going to be building that, but I know that nothing has been started right away. So I want to build a very small iron farm just for our own personal use right now, and we're going to be building it in this base area. Now, I want to be a little bit cheeky about this because we have our main town area just behind those mountains. We have our villager breeder just over here. Now, if we actually just head over, we got to fly up real quick. I'm just going to show you guys where we're going to be building this. I think we're going to be doing it right here, right beneath us. And the main reason for that is when we're actually in this spot here, we have the entire of the main town loaded. So all of those chunks are going to be loaded, which pretty much means that whenever somebody's in the town, this chunk here is going to be loaded as well. So, you know, all the way over to ACG's house, whenever he's there, this chunk should still be loaded. And that means that we should be generating iron while people are, you know, wandering around in the main town area. And of course, when we're over in a base, we should also have this loaded as well. And it should be far enough away from the villager breeder that, you know, it's not going to affect it. I know that we do have McPeach Pie's house just the other side of this mountain. I did do some calculations because he does have a wooden door over there, and it should be far enough away. I think we need to have, I think it's 64 blocks or more, which is, you know, this is well more than 64 blocks. I know that Pineapple also has his hobbit hole inside the mountain, but, you know, I think he's just got one door at the very front, and this is definitely further than the 64 blocks. So I will have to check with him just to make sure he's not planning on doing any more doors inside this mountain, but I think it should be fine to build the iron farm here. So we're going to do this in a third-person time-lapse. We're just going to pop into my camera account right now and get started. So see you guys in just a moment. bulk of the iron farm is now complete, and for some reason I totally forgot that we have this extra wall here that needs to be decorated. This part here needs to be dug out so that these doors can have daylight access, and I believe they need daylight access so they can be detected as a village, so this thing can actually work. So yeah, I don't really know what to do with this. I mean, I was actually thinking maybe we could do this in a red concrete, which I think would look really bold against the white. I guess the only issue with that is I was actually hoping this would look quite natural, you know, not too noticeable. I think from a distance I want it to just be there but not really stand out, so it's probably actually going to be fine because we can't really see much of the dirt there at the moment, so I think it might actually be fine if we do it in a red concrete. So we'll certainly be doing that shortly. The other thing we need to do is we need to bring in some villagers. So in order for this thing to start spawning iron golems, we need to bring in villagers to, you know, turn this into a village pretty much. And we're following the design by Nims TV, so the villagers only go on one side. I think we'll maybe do it on this side here against the mountains. We just need to build a little compartment down below where the doors are. So I think it's supposed to be 10 villagers or more, maybe bring in about 12 to 15 just to be on the safe side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to build a massive train track all the way from our villager breeder just over here and basically start shuffling the villagers along to our iron farm. Progress update, and we should have 9 of the 10 villagers and we just need the final villager, so I'm just trying to gather these guys. They are being a little bit of a pain to get in the minecart, but they are eventually making their way down. And yeah, we do have our rail system in place now to take all these guys over to the iron farm. I mean, so far it's going okay. I think I'm actually going to keep the number to 10 villagers because, I mean, we can be on the safe side to have 12 to 15, but this chunk is going to be loaded whenever anyone is in the main town. So I think to kind of be generous about the lag on the server, it'd probably be better just to keep these guys at 10, you know, keep the absolute minimum. I don't think they're going to get killed because they are going to be completely enclosed and there shouldn't be any way for any mobs to get down here. I have done a ton of lighting as well, so hopefully nothing should spawn here. Let's just see if I can get this minecart back. Okay, so that should be 10. I mean, at any minute now we should hopefully, I mean, let's see if we can do a count first because I don't even know if it is 10. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Perfect, yeah. So we should start to get iron golems spawning, I hope. I think I may just AFK here for a little bit. We should see them just standing in the middle platform there if they are going to spawn. And there he is. It only took about 5 minutes, but he's finally spawned, and I think he's getting a bit impatient. He's wondering what he's supposed to be doing, and of course he's supposed to be dying. Yeah, we need to build some kind of killing chamber down there just so we can collect all of his items. I think we'll keep both the iron ingots and also the poppies, because we are going to need a ton of red dye, so there's no point throwing away the poppies just yet. You know, we're certainly going to need the red dye for the concrete for doing these walls. So if we just pop down to the underside, we'll build some kind of killing chamber, and we also need some kind of storage system as well. Now, I think in the future we'll probably deliver all the items over to our main storage area whenever we get that set up, but for the moment we'll just have some kind of temporary chest system down below. We could maybe even build some kind of silo into the mountain here to actually collect all these iron ingots, but we'll just do something very temporary for now. So if we just head down to the underside and take care of this killing chamber. So here we have a very, very basic killing chamber. We just have these 2 lava leaves there that should just clip the head of the iron golem and allow him to kill. And then all of his items should get sucked up by these hoppers into this chest. It's very basic. It's a little bit ugly at the moment, so I'll probably come back between episodes and just decorate this place a little bit more. Now, I've just been AFKing for around about 20 minutes and we managed to get, it's kind of pathetic. We got 11 iron and 2 poppies, which isn't really much for 20 minutes. So I know this farm is never going to be amazing. It's never going to generate a ton of iron, but it should be interesting to see just how much we can get. So let's see, it's 4 p.m. on the 10th of October right now. So I think I'll come back in 24 hours, maybe 48 hours, and actually see how much iron this has managed to generate. It probably won't be very much, but you know, it's going to be useful no matter what we get. So let's leave this project for now and move on to other projects. The second project I want to take care of today is one I've been meaning to do for quite some time, and basically a while ago we got pranked. Yeah, basically our cactuses and our sugarcane have been infected with SugarCaney's head. So yeah, I think we got pranked way back at the start of the season, and I just haven't had any time to do anything about this at all. So I think what I'd like to do is head over to SugarCaney's house over in the main town area and do a little bit of pranking of our own. Well, it's not really a house as such, it's more of some kind of little forest cave. It's actually really cool. Now, SugarCaney is basically our closest neighbor. I mean, we do have Isogravity up on the hill, but I think Caney's just a little bit closer. If we just take a look down here, I mean, this place is adorable. I think this is such a cute little base. And what I was thinking is we would do a little head prank of ourselves. Maybe not as much as SugarCaney's done to us in the past, but I think we should maybe just hide the EliTheWolf head in a few places and maybe, you know, see how many we can hide in places that aren't very obvious. So we can maybe put some up here, you know, ones that you kind of see, but you don't necessarily see directly. Where else can we do one? We can do one up here. Any more little hiding places? I'm gonna do one on the side there. Probably do one on the tree. What else is around here? There is like a little cave. Yeah, this is perfect. Let's hide one just back here. Let's do one right there, and I wonder what this thing is. It looks like a little cave that goes down somewhere. This seems to be a dead end, but we can probably put one on here. I think we gotta take care of this vine first. Yeah, let's put one just there. Perfect. 2 more heads. Where else can we put these? I wanna hide them in really good places. I mean, can we hide any up here? I don't think we can. We could probably do one up there, yep. And any more little hiding places? Where would be good to put the last head? Maybe do one on the top. That way, I think it's probably, I think SugarCaney probably never comes up here, so we can maybe hide one here. And yeah, let's do one right by the skylight. Yeah, perfect. So they're gonna see that from down below and wonder what it is. Okay, so that's pretty much that project done. It's a bit of a simple, basic one, but it's something I really wanted to do for quite some time. So if we just leave this one now, we gotta move on to the last project of the episode. So the final project of this episode has to do with another player on the server. Now, as you probably already know, this is my first ever time playing Minecraft on a server, and it's a little bit terrifying because when I first joined, I didn't know any of these guys, they didn't know me at all, so it was a little bit intimidating. But there is one player who's just been extra nice to me since day number 1. You know, they've helped me out, they set me up with all this brand new shiny diamond gear, and, you know, really made me feel welcome on the server. And that player is Isogravity, and of course we have his mansion up here on the hill. Now, those of you who follow Isogravity's channel will know that he is Scottish, and those of you who follow my channel will know that I'm also from Scotland. I'm not actually Scottish, but I have lived there for most of my life, so I do consider myself Scottish. Now, I really want to just do something to say, you know, to say a massive thank you to Iso for being such a nice player and, you know, so kind and generous towards me. So I want to build you something just to say thank you. So we're going to pop into my camera account. We're going to do this in a third-person time lapse. I have no idea how this is going to turn out. It might look really lovely, it might look really hideous, it'll probably look really hideous. And Iso, you can do whatever you want with this. You can demolish it, you can keep it, I really don't mind, it's all up to you. So let's pop into my second account and we're going to build something pretty special. Well, if you haven't figured it out already, I've built Isogravity the Scottish flag. We have the St. Andrew's cross in the center here, and hopefully he's gonna love it. I can't wait to see what his reaction is. And I think it actually came out pretty good. I mean, I'm very, very happy with this. It's really difficult to get diagonal lines in Minecraft because, of course, being a blocky game, you know, you can't really do diagonals unless you build really big. So I tried experimenting with quartz, using quartz stairs and half slabs, and I mean, it's not bad at all. It's not perfect, but I think it does look pretty good. I'm certainly happy with that, and I will put a link in the description if you want to check out Isogravity's reaction to that. I personally would love to see what he thinks. But as always, guys, thank you so much for watching. I really do hope you enjoyed this one. If you did, please do hit that like button, and if you haven't already, then please do subscribe. I've been Eli, thanks for watching.